and welcome to Big Brother Canada's After the Eviction show. And thanks to our presenting sponsor, Shaw. So this is going to be a busy one. We've got 2 evictees to talk to tonight, and one of them didn't really know about that devil, so can't wait to break that news. All right, let's get right to it. Up first, let's hear it for Veronica! Come, sit. Well, so you were an angel, which was maybe a stretch. It's cool. It's cool. Are you overwhelmed right now? Because you basically started a war. You were not ready to leave that house.
Overwhelmed. I definitely started a war that I think I would have won if I stayed a little bit longer in the house, but overwhelmed a little bit. Super shocked. Not shocked that I was put on the block, but definitely surprised that they sent me home for sure.
If you had had one strategy saying, this is my one target, and so therefore you knew exactly who to come to with that, you know, that strategy of just point me in the direction and I will fight for you, would that have helped? Because I know you were basically like throwing everything at the wall.
Honestly, I think that I was really trying to find who I can work with in the house. I felt that everybody wasn't giving anyone anything, so I was testing the waters with everybody. I definitely think if I had one or a few solid people I could work with, it would have helped me a little bit better. But unfortunately, you know, everyone in there is a little bit too, you know, timid, a little bit too scared to make any sort of moves. So I think every time I tried to get a little bit out of someone, they would just not be as strong and as fierce as I wanted them to be. Yeah. And I think that sort of had a little bit of a downplay on my game that I was trying to play.
I mean, we've seen that before in the show where people are trying to collect their numbers and they actually might even have the numbers, but it's hard to get them all locked down at the exact same time, right?
Well, that was the thing, is it wasn't like I didn't have people who wanted me in the house. It was that no one would just open up and say it to somebody. So everyone was like, I don't know if you have the numbers, but then I would go in a room with 3 people saying, we want to keep you, but we don't know if you have the numbers. And then I'd go in another room and they'd say, I want to keep you, but we don't know if you have the numbers. So I feel like if everyone was just a little bit more giving, they would realize that I could have been with them and we could have had something strong. But now, unfortunately, I think with me not in there, they're just going to start getting picked off like flies. So
crazy, crazy. Well, I've got a great question.
Okay.
Here from Sparkly Night.
Ooh,
coming in late, you had to work hard to work your way in to build relationships that were already developed. Who did you have the hardest time getting to know? It's a great question.
Ooh, I think the person that I had the hardest time getting to know was probably Ryan. In terms of a male, just because of the age gap between us. You know, when I'm around my elders, I usually can turn on my, you know, polite, sweet, you know, I go into my boyfriend's house and, you know, and I respect my elders, but then, you know, being in a house where I'm just, you know, blurbing out curse words and talking about inappropriate things all the time, I don't know, I didn't feel really comfortable with him.
So
and then in terms of girls...
He's younger than I am. Okay, that's cool. No shade.
In terms of, in the girls, it was definitely Allie and Olivia. I think they played a little bit of Mean Girls when I walked in the house. You know, their personality are definitely not something that I'm used to, you know, having to work with when I go into the house. I don't think they gave me the time of day. I think I got a lot of eye rolls and who's this crazy girl?
Eye rolls, you don't say.
Yeah, you know, so I think that was really hard. On the outside world, I never would have given them, you know, a piece of me at all. But in the house, it's different. You just, you know, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. So it took a while, but I eventually started getting there, I think.
Okay, okay. I'm going to go to a question from the audience. You want to step up? What's your name?
Jason.
Jason, what's your question?
So my question for you, Veronica, is Big Brother house meetings proved to be a death sentence in the game. So why did you continue to call so many?
Can I ask, can you repeat the second part of that?
Big Brother history proves that calling house meetings is a death sentence. So why did you continue to call so many?
You know, I actually only have probably seen a season and a half of Big Brother, and I didn't see one episode before I auditioned. So I actually didn't know they were a death sentence. But you know, if anything, to me, I guess it was, in my opinion, without knowing that it was a death sentence, I called so many because I was sick of the hearsay. It was happening a lot. I wanted people to hear my words all at the same time to everybody. And I don't know, I thought it was fun.
It was fun to watch. It was real fun to watch. Okay, Veronica, we've got a little surprise for you.
Ooh.
Thanks to Shaw for connecting us across the country. Why don't you have a look up there and say hello to your family and a rabbit.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
So who are we seeing?
Is this them right now?
Yeah.
Oh my
This is live.
Canada loves you so much, Veronica.
I miss you guys so much.
We're so proud of you.
How do you
Love you. We're so proud of you.
I love you.
We're so proud of you, Veronica. We watch live feeds all the time.
Oh my God, that's so amazing. I love you.
Thanks for keeping us all entertained.
They're so sweet. I know they were gonna bring. I knew they were gonna bring you to tears.
Oh
You are a
my
tough
God.
cookie. You are
Thank
a
you.
tough cookie. But you managed to survive, and you came in under crazy circumstances, and you got a lot of love. Okay?
Yeah.
You were so fun to watch. You were so
Oh,
fun
good.
to watch.
I'm glad.
Now, Veronica, there is something I do want to tell you.
Okay.
You weren't the only one evicted.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Who was it?
It was a double eviction. You were right.
Yeah?
So who do you think was the second one sent packing?
Who do I think or who do I want?
Both.
Who do I think? You know, based on just conversations I've had in the week, probably Ryan.
Okay.
You know, lots of eye rolls, this and that. You know, he's always spying on us, very, very obviously, creeping over the balconies, coming into rooms, and then going back in. But if I, you know, I had a few house guests, my friends, you know, Will in the house, and my friend, who I thought was my friend in the house, Hamza, they both asked me if I wanted anyone to be voted out of the house in the double eviction, who would it be? And I actually told Hamza this morning it was him. You know, and he thought I was joking. You know, he's like, you know, who do you want me to get out? Like, if you could send anyone out in the double eviction, who would it be? And I was like, you. And he just laughed. He just laughed, but I was so serious. I would pray for it to be him.
Well, let's see if you're right. Come on out. Go ahead.
I love you too.
Oh my God.
I love this story.
Here, have a seat.
What are the odds?
You picked me? Really? Wow. I thought we were friends.
So did I.
Okay, so shade.
Oh
Shade.
my God.
Okay, so you were Veronica's pick. Did that surprise you? I mean, you had fighting words every single day you were in the house.
Sorry, what was the question?
I don't know, but you guys both came out on a back door. Are you shocked, or are you?
No, I'm not
That's
shocked.
what you thought.
I'm not shocked. I knew I was gonna come up from a back door.
Yeah.
Too bad, you know, it wasn't a veto competition that I could have used my physical ability to win. It was like, you know, a pinball. So fair to Ryan, I guess.
No doubt. We both knew that if we were going to be evicted, we've said it from the first day that Hamza and I interacted with each other, that the way they would have to get us out of the house would have to be a back door. I just didn't know it was going to be so soon for him.
That is crazy.
predicted
That
it.
is crazy.
Jeez.
Listen, I do have an audience question, which is really good.
Go ahead.
But if you could have done something different so that you weren't here tonight, other than win that POV, because it's more of a blindside than a technical backdoor, let's be honest, what would that have been?
I wouldn't have thrown today's HOH, and I would have tried to win it, because I thought, you know, I'm kind of an idiot, because I thought, you know, I was aligning myself with everyone in the house, and I thought, you know, I could slide through this week and then focus on winning HOH this next week, because I was planning on winning HOH, standing by the wings and telling everybody, no one's safe this week. You can tell me what you want, but I'm putting all of you on the block. So that's what I wanted to do, but it didn't work out. That's probably what
Crazy. Crazy. Okay, so this is a great question from the audience. You want to step up with your question for Hamza?
My name is Andrew. Hams, if Marin had won veto this week, would you still be sitting here right now?
Ooh.
If Marin had won, like, in the double?
Yeah, if you just won right now, would you
I
still
think
be here?
if Marin had won veto, I would have had a better chance, because, like, Ryan was always been a target for that double eviction.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Marin had won, you know, I might have still been in there, but I don't know.
It's possible,
It's
though.
possible.
If you look at the
Higher
votes,
possibility,
right?
but I don't know. I mean, I got 8-1. Only Erica was my true friend, really. So, yeah.
But it does depend on who you're sitting beside, because it's possible you could
Yeah.
have gotten Paris, Will,
Yeah.
Maddie, Johnny, Erica, Marin.
That's what you think.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I didn't see this coming at all. I did not see this coming.
Me neither.
We've got a great question for you from @thatguy4442. Why is Hamza always wanting to be nominated? Every week you're like, put me on the block. Let me at the block.
You know what? I wanted to come in, kind of change up the game, because I don't think being on the block is something to be afraid of. And I came in wanting to basically win as many comps as I can. So I always told people, just nominate me. I think I could win veto. I'm not that egotistical. I'm actually a humble person.
It was infuriating.
I know, but it's like, I don't know. I just wanted to try to win as many competitions. I mean, I did win $5,000, so I kind of got a little greedy. I was like, I want the money. So.
Okay, we've got one more audience question. Do you want to start? And what's your name?
Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Hamza, do you regret your HOH choices?
This is nominating Liv and Jesse.
Definitely. I should have sent her packing, man. Like, she got rid of me. Oh, man.
That was crazy because, honestly, when we were watching from home, we were like, Liv is a threat. Who? We were like, what threat? What are you talking? And then she really
sends
did
me
come
out.
for you.
Yeah. No,
That is
I
crazy.
should have. You know what? The thing is, I wanted to make a big move. And then Jesse was, like, basically Jesse, Kayla, and Derek, they've always been, like, sitting pretty. They thought they were running the house, but low-key, I've been, you know, talking into people's ears. Even V, I made you make that speech. I did. Yes, I did.
You didn't make me.
The whole house meeting. The house meeting was definitely my
And
idea.
the little evil bird in my
Yeah.
ear that's, I want to do something, and then he goes, do it.
Do
And
it.
I'm just like,
You know
oh my
what's
God.
cool? I think with both of you, I think that's what you're going to end up being. What would Hamza do? What would Veronica
hope
do
so.
in
I
this
hope so.
moment?
Oh, yeah.
I hope
And
so.
hopefully
Send him packing.
it will lead to some great TV because you guys were absolutely phenomenal
I
to
tried.
watch in there.
I tried.
Okay,
But
so your winner picks?
I'm going with my girl, Erica, Ricky. Let's do it.
Veronica?
Well, I don't think a lot of the house knows that Kayla has been playing rugby for 11 years, and as a fellow rugby player, I know that that is one of the toughest sport physically and mentally. So I think once she gets a chance to really show what she's made of, she'll be able to get to the top.
Wow. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I could see both of these things happening, honestly. Well, that does it for this jam-packed episode of After the Eviction. Thanks to Veronica and Hamza, and thanks also to our presenting sponsor, Shaw. We'll see you next week. Hamza and Veronica! Raise it up!
Yeah, I can't believe you picked it and leave, yeah.